Hello, God's people. Thanks for coming by to see me again. Today, I wanted to talk to you about an evangelist that I really admired, and recently he has transitioned from this earth. His name was Arthur Blessitt. He was a traveling evangelist, and he walked around carrying a 12-foot cross on his shoulder. He was commissioned to share the gospel with others, and that's what he did. And he carried that cross around on his shoulders as an opening to conversation. You know, someone see you carrying it. What are you carrying? Man, why are you carrying that big cross around like that? And that gave him an opportunity to open up and talk about it and to share the love of Christ. He transitioned from this earthly existence on, I believe it was January 14th. So that's about 5 or 6 days ago now. And I was sort of surprised that it got by me, but you know, it happens sometimes when so many things are going on. But I said I would like to talk about him today. I would like to talk about him because I really did admire this evangelist. I came to know of Arthur Blessitt through the TBN program. I saw some of his episodes where he explained how he came to know the Lord at the young age of 7 and how he had a deep desire to serve and please the Lord by sharing the love and sacrifice of Jesus for our salvation. I also admired how he was graced with approaching people and they could see the light of his love first. They saw that first when he approached them. They could see the light of his love. His aura was just so loving. So that made it easier for them to accept what he was going to say because they could see the light coming from him, emanating from him as he approached them about the love of the Lord. He passed out tracts to people. Which opened the door to witness to them. If they refused the tract, he would move to the next person beside them. If that next person was willing to engage in conversation, if they, said, yes, I'll take a tract, then that opened up the door of conversation. And then once he started talking to them about the Lord and about salvation, the first person that rejected him, they would start listening. They would look and start listening. Isn't that strange? They totally refused him. They just didn't even acknowledge him or look up. Like they were just going to just give him the cold shoulder, And then when he started talking to the person next to them, then all of a sudden what they were supposed to be reading that they were so engulfed in, they put it down and started looking at him. See, so you don't always have to force. You don't always have to force. Sometimes you can just approach someone nicely. If they refuse, you just move on to the next person. So she still got a chance to hear that witness. And then sometimes when he spoke to the hardest, most resistant person that had filth spewing out of their mouth, you could see in their eyes that when he started talking to them that they weren't as hard as they were pretending to be. Their eyes looked like they were begging, please tell me something that can give me hope to get out of this situation I'm in. And who knows what the situation was? Whether he felt like he was never loved. Maybe he felt like he was struggling all by himself and had nobody else to lean on or to listen to him. You just don't know exactly what the situation was, but you could tell that he wanted someone to give him some type of hope. And that's what Arthur Blessitt did. And he gave his life to the Lord with that witness. He had such a childlike enthusiasm for his commission. It was so simple and so pure. You could pick up the sincerity in his approach and in his words. It prepared the listener to drop their guard because he wasn't bringing anything to hurt, only to heal. And they could sense that about him. Evangelist Blessitt mentioned how often we want a step-by-step plan in front of us when we accept our commission from God. He said it is about taking one opportunity at a time under whatever circumstance you find yourself. The mechanic that's working on your car, you can probably witness to him. There's probably some things going on in his life and he's trying to figure out what to do or where to turn to. The person delivering your mail or your packages, you can witness to them. Just meet them at the door. You know, if you can get to the door before they, run away, because they usually put things on your porch and they'll take a picture of it and then go get back in the truck, But if you can see them pull up, you can meet them sometimes. And although they are in a hurry, sometimes a word from the Lord is worth taking time to listen to or be said, because that could be the very thing that will make their spirit calm down long enough to listen to what you're saying. And they might need that mental break, that encouragement. Or it could be a person that's waiting on you in a store or a restaurant. You can give them some encouraging words about the Lord and talk to them about salvation. All of these opportunities do come to us often, and sometimes we let them slip by. But that is always an opportunity to share the word of the Lord. And if we have accepted this as our Great Commission, then every opportunity we get, we should grab hold of it and not let it get away. So every time he was on a program as a guest speaker, or one of the guest speakers, that came on the program to talk, I always got something out of his witness. It always made me feel uplifted. It made me feel better when I watched him. It gave you hope, gave you courage to do what you have to do, because it takes a lot of courage to get out here and walk up to persons and talk to them about the Lord, because you're not going to always get everybody who's willing. And everybody doesn't have the same grace like Arthur Blessitt to be able to approach somebody, but the Lord will work with you with that. If he sees that's the type of thing that you need to have enhanced in your life, and you're obedient and you're focused on your commission, then he can help those types of things. He can help you to develop a more soothing or a better approach. He can help you to do that, because after all, you're doing it for him. So you're helping him to get the glory. So quite naturally, he is going to give you the tools that you need to get the job done. So if you have time, I would advise you to take time to watch the documentary. It's called The Cross. It talks about his journey as he walked all over the world with the cross and the different things he came in contact with. I mean, it was many times he was in danger. I mean, he had guns pulled out on him. He went to jail so many times, and then it was some very interesting things that happened to him where he got a chance to talk to some leaders. I mean, even in the midst of battle, how he got through to be able to talk to a leader. It was amazing. So if you have time to watch that, it's put out by Arthur and Denise Blessitt, and it's called The Cross. And it's 1 hour and 33 minutes long and 4 seconds. And that goes by so fast because you're really pulled into the story. And you can also watch Arthur Blessitt completed his mission on earth, January 14th. This was published 5 days ago, where Arthur and his wife, Denise, pre-recorded his transition notification together. They did that together. So you're going to see Arthur Blessitt up there, talking about, if you're looking at this now, I'm in heaven. And of course, he was smiling as usual. You know, so that was very touching because it was emotional for both of them. But they're definitely troopers. They are definitely soldiers. And that video is 11 minutes and 26 seconds. And I was blessed by that too. I was blessed by watching that. So I just wanted to remember Evangelist Arthur Blessitt today because he really touched my soul many times. And that movie, that was excellent. I never forgot the things that I saw in that movie. It was very, very enlightening, very encouraging. And I know now that he's joined that great cloud of witnesses, like in Hebrews 12:1. And he will be missed down here, you know, on the earth. He will be missed. But thanks to his witnessing to so many people and all the videos he has left behind, you know, that we can watch and use to encourage other people, you know, I'm sure that he's going to smile about that, knowing that even though he's not here anymore, that he still left behind some great tools that we can use to carry on the great work that we have accepted to do. So thank you, saints, for stopping by and let me share this memory of Evangelist Arthur Blessitt with you. And so we're going to keep on pressing on, and we're going to get out there and do the best that we can, just like Arthur did. Because Jesus loved us first. So of course, because he first loved us, we're going to do everything we can to give his name all the glory and the honor and the praise. In Jesus' name. Thank you, saints, for stopping by. And I'll see you next time. And until then, stay blessed and keep smiling.